So the business started in my parents' garage. It moved to my parents' basement. Frankly, they got tired of people coming to their house all the time, and I don't blame them. Where it is now came up for sale, and my dad, in a very nice way, encouraged me that I should buy that, and so.
The Etowah Small Business of the Year Awards are presented by the Chamber of Gadsden and Etowah County. Our proud supporters of the Etowah Small Business of the Year Awards are Alabama Power, All-American HVAC Services, Buffalo Rock, the Clinic of Gadsden, Gadsden State, Greater Gadsden Area Tourism, Sue Holland Realty, Team One Automotive Group, and Regions Bank.
Well, my name is Robert Smith. I am the owner of Awards to Remember, and we are located in Ohatchee, Alabama, and have been in business for almost 40 years. On January 1st, we'll celebrate 40 years in business. Our main bread and butter is plaques, trophies, all kinds of awards, from medals to ribbons and laser engraving, but we also do screen printing and embroidery on textiles, mainly shirts, caps, that kind of thing. That's something that kind of came along. The actual story is that how I got into this business is I was 15 years old. My uncle owned Oxford Trophy Company in Oxford, and he, one day, almost by happenstance, we wound up in the same place at the same time, and he handed me a catalog of his awards, and he said, you know, if you can sell some of this at your school, then I'll give you a little commission from it. I guess I was an enterprising young 15-year-old and started selling some things at my school and other places, and about a year later, I was selling about as much as my uncle was, and then he ran into some health problems and wanted to kind of simplify his life, and so he called one night and asked if I wanted to buy out the business. Well, I'm 16 years old. I didn't have any money other than what my parents had put away for my college, so I asked my parents' permission to take a little of that money and buy the business. They weren't really excited about it, but they allowed me to do it. And I was able to work at it part-time from age 16 until 22 when I graduated from college over the years. And our territory's really the entire Southeast. I've always said that getting a business started is kind of like pushing a car. It's really hard to start with, but once you get the car moving, it's not that hard to push a car. If you do things right and you take care of your customers, at some point you kind of get on autopilot. And that doesn't mean that we don't want to change. It doesn't mean that we don't want to grow. It just means that I don't look at numbers like I used to, I guess. I would start by thanking our customers, without whom we would not have made it. My two main employees, Leslie George has been with Awards to Remember for 23 years. She is the manager. And Lynn Nunley has been with the business for 21 years. And Lynn works more in the manufacturing side of things. And those are two folks that have just really made my life easier for a lot of years, through times of raising two daughters, and when I needed to be gone from work, I could always come back and know that things were going to be taken care of. Certainly my parents, for the story that I told earlier. A lot of parents wouldn't have done that. Certainly thanks to my wife, who's always supportive, and my two daughters. You know, God has a way of putting us where He wants us to be. And but I've thought a lot of times, you know, about where I would be had I not had that chance encounter with my uncle, had he not given me a catalog. And so things work out like they're supposed to work out. We certainly need our large employers that can come in and provide a lot of jobs. But when you look at it as a whole, small businesses really are the ones that make our economy run. We've been in the recognition business for a long time, and I think probably we understand as well as anybody what it means to actually be recognized and to receive an award, and for that we're very thankful.